welcome to the Fisher Protocol, the show where saying The Who is the greatest rock band of all time is not subjective, but everything else is. Please take a quick second to like, subscribe, and share us with your Who-minded friends. The Who is a passion of ours, and no money is made from these videos. So liking and subscribing lets us know that we are not alone in Who land. Constructive feedback is always welcome either in the comments below or on Twitter and Instagram at Fisher Protocol. I'm Ethan, and I'm being joined today by my best Who friend, Tom. We do not claim to be experts, just two guys who like to talk about the greatest rock and roll band of all time, and that is The Who. Hey.
What's up?
That's right. We're live. We're together. We're in the same room. This is the much lauded, much put off
Holiday special.
Holiday Fisher Protocol Who Tommy Holiday Special. Everybody, this is my Who Santa holiday hat. I have now shown it to everyone. I'm not going to wear it anymore. Tom is a very accomplished chef, and he came over, and we're a little slow because he just made me a wonderful dinner. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was great. But we're not here to talk about that.
Nope.
We're here to talk about my favorite album, yours. Well, it's not favorite. But I would say many people's gateway into The Who.
Easy. Yeah, definitely the gateway into it for sure.
Is Tommy.
It's the one they hear about. It's the rock opera. It's the one they talk about in Almost Famous. It's definitely the one with the most exposure, probably.
Yeah, it's become a movie. It's become a play. They've redone it with an orchestra, done it live multiple times. There's productions of it all over the world at any given time. I mean, Maybe not right this second, but there will be at some point. So what we're going to do is we're not going to do so much of a deep review of Tommy because I think there's plenty of those out.
There's not much else to say, yeah.
Yeah. We're just going to go through 5 different versions of Tommy and talk about which versions of each particular song we like and why. And here's what we've chosen. We've chosen the original album. We've chosen Live 1969.
Live at Leeds.
Live at Leeds.
Yeah.
We've chosen the Live 1989 version.
Yeah.
We've chosen the 1973 Lou Reizner orchestral version. And we've chosen to, unfortunately, do some of the listen to the movie.
Yeah.
We'll get into that, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And I figured we'd do some background on specific versions when we get there.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, and this is in order. The songs are in order of the original album.
Yeah.
No matter where they fall, because they know some of those later ones.
Yeah, there's deviations for sure.
And we might talk about why it's stupid to put certain songs somewhere.
Yeah.
In our humble Who-loving opinion. What's the first song on Tommy?
So it's Overture. And this one was, I think this was probably one of the easiest decisions for me as far as songs. I don't have to look at my notes because I know I enjoyed. So the way I built the list was, I built a Spotify playlist where I took each album's version of the song, put it together, and then I just worked my way through each song. I listened to each song. I listened to Overture 5 times. I listened to, and I just picked my favorite version of that song without regards of like trying to listen to the whole album as like one complete piece. So I just tried to pick my favorite version of each song. And for Overture, I picked the original LP, 1969 original recording. It's just hard to beat. Like it's perfect.
For reasons I'm going to get into later, my first choice was going to be the 1989 version.
Yep.
But for a very specific reason, I also chose the LP original version. And that specific reason is the guitar interlude between Captain Walker and It's a Boy is kind of one of the best things I've ever heard on a record ever.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's going to be hard to beat the original on some of these.
Yeah, and for me, I would say normally I think when Ethan and I first talked about like maybe doing this, I was like, okay, yeah, you can just play the whole Live at Leeds Tommy set and I'd be fine. And so it had been a little while probably since I listened to the album proper. But yeah, you can't start this whole like, if you want to have like an ultimate Tommy playlist, you can't start it doing any other way other than the original.
I agree. and I'll talk about mine when we get there. And, just leading into It's a Boy, because it's part of that, I put that in the original too.
Yeah, it might as well just be the same song.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Those first two.
All right. Every Who fan in the world is coming up with 21.
Yeah.
Because they think 21 is going to be a good year.
Yes.
It's a funny old joke already.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Where are you at on 21?
I picked the 1989 version. I do love the Live at Leeds version of it. But all of the 1989 stuff's a little more polished, a little more pretty. And I think it hit the nail on the head for the song in the 1989 version.
Okay, so you picked 1989. We have our first disagreement.
Yes.
Okay. I do want to say, when there's specific parts that I really like in a version, I'm going to mention it. I really like the heavy organ at the beginning of the movie version.
Yep.
I really do like it. As with most things in the movie, no offense, I know it's a touchy subject. If Oliver Reed didn't say anything,
yes,
he'd get a lot more things on this list.
Yes.
It really, really, really ruins a lot of that for me.
Agreed.
But I really like the heavy organ on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But what'd I pick? I picked 1973, Lou Reizner, because I think it's nice. I think it's an overlooked version of Tommy. I think Steve Winwood has history with Tommy that shouldn't be ignored. And I had to pick something from 1973. This is the one I picked.
Yeah.
But
since the only one you picked?
Huh?
The only one you picked?
The only one. No.
73?
No. Wait. No.
No.
Okay, cool.
Just curious.
No. So, but I'm always going to defer if someone wants to pick a 1989 version of anything.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll do 1989 for that. Sound good?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. Amazing Journey Sparks.
Now, so here's where I did 1973 for this.
Oh, really?
I think Amazing Journey is a really well-written song for, just musically it's a beautiful song. I like the orchestral version of it. I played French horn and trumpet for years and years and years. Orchestra's always going to have a little soft spot in my heart. I enjoyed that version of it. Pete was singing it, which helps a little bit. So yeah, I leaned towards it for sure. I enjoyed that. It wasn't... Sometimes in that orchestral set, the vocals are a little goofy or a little proper. Or, I don't know. But this one I was fine with.
Because I listened to mostly the Live at Leeds 40th anniversary CD, which their one cut from Tommy on that CD is Amazing Journey Sparks.
Yep.
That I picked Live at Leeds for that one.
Yeah.
Was it Amazing Journey and Sparks for 73 for you? You put them together?
No. So I did Sparks. I did Live at Leeds.
All right.
So when you listen to it, and I eventually whittled it down to a proper playlist.
Yeah.
The cut is really brutal.
Yeah.
But for me, Sparks is like that's like the purest distillation of rock and roll there is.
Sure.
For the Who. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't not pick it. And I could have just done Amazing Journey Live at Leeds, and I would have been very happy with that.
Okay. Well...
And I think totally it should be Live at Leeds.
For Sparks.
For Sparks.
Okay, I went with Sparks for Live at Leeds too. So let's split the difference here. Let's go with what you said.
I think Amazing Journey Live at Leeds, I'll always... That's mine 89 for me.
What? Okay,
Live
yeah,
at
no.
Leeds is.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to my 89 spiel. So do you want to make it Live at Leeds, or do you want to...
I think Live at Leeds.
Okay, we'll make Amazing Journey Sparks Live at Leeds. It's going to be Live at Leeds 89 heavy, I think, here.
I think so, too.
Yeah. All right, Eyesight to the Blind is weird.
Yes.
And I'll tell you why I think it's weird. Because I don't think I realized until almost today that I want to say Steve Winwood. When you're talking about 1989, you're talking about two different things. You're talking about the video concert and you're talking about the CD joined together.
Yeah.
For the record. So I grew up watching Steve Winwood, but if you listen to it, it's Roger Daltrey.
Yes.
And the arrangement is kind of like the movie arrangement, the Eric Clapton arrangement.
Right.
But for this, I chose the original album.
I wanted to, and I thought about it. I do love a good guitar solo. And Clapton's version on the movie is solid. It is a cover song even for The Who. Mm-hmm. It's not one of their songs. So I thought, hey, why not do the Clapton one? So I enjoy it. None of the other versions like Spark Joy. It's a good song, but I didn't have any emotional ties, anything that was like really telling me I had to do it like one way or the other. So I thought the Clapton version would just be fun.
Okay.
But again, I no strong feelings any which way.
Me neither.
Yeah.
So that could be movie.
I'm fine with the live or the LP. Seriously.
Okay. We'll do it then that way.
Yeah.
Okay, here's where it gets really kind of interesting for me, and I think I really need to get into I need to get into 1989 here for a minute.
Yep.
Because this is Christmas.
Yep.
This is me. This is full 1989. What'd you pick for Christmas?
I picked the orchestral version.
Okay.
The jingle bells, the sleigh bells.
It worked out.
It just, I was like, all right, I can see as a full piece listening to the whole album when I like made this Ultimate Tommy. Yeah, it kind of fit the spot for me.
Okay.
And just the Christmas, the sleigh bells just get you like, all right, Christmas.
Right on.
But it's a cheesy gimmick maybe.
Well, I love the 1989 version of Christmas. It's one I'm going to kind of fight on a hill for.
Yeah.
When I was 10 years old, that special came on Fox, and that was my first entrance into The Who.
Ooh.
And I later came to realize that The Who is a different thing.
Yeah.
But that holds something special for me. There's a certain amount of power in those horns.
Hell yeah.
There's a certain amount of power with the percussion. There's a certain amount of power, and Tommy's an acoustic record.
Yes.
And 1989 is a live acoustic version of that.
Mm-hmm.
Main things I see when I look at 89 that I don't like mostly have to do with fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ponytails.
I don't know. I thought there was just Daltrey was at the height of power, and he was really the star of the show in 1989.
Untouchable.
And with Tommy, I mean, everybody that plays Tommy in every version we're talking about here is Roger Daltrey, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, I really want to put 1989 in there.
I'm
for
fine
Christmas.
with it. Fine with it.
I love the 1989. And here's the thing. Another thing about 1989. People have some problems with like having the extra guitar player there, Steve Bolton. If he's not there, like right now, as I listen to the record, if he wasn't there, it would be missing something for me.
Oh yeah.
Just because that was the way it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know better at the time, and it's my first Who love is 1989.
No,
So,
yeah, and I think we've alluded to it a couple times over. Like, it's just that memory. It's nostalgic factor. Like you can't shake it. Like that's what you grew up listening to.
But he did wear a clip-on earring.
Oh, I didn't know it
That
was
said
clip-on.
Who on it. Yeah, it was right here, and it said Who. That's Roger Daltrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1989 Christmas. Pete had a ponytail and a comb over
Yes.
at the same time.
That was an awful look.
All right. All right. So, here's kind of a big fight. I think we know. Oh no. Cousin Kevin. I did original LP.
Cousin Kevin, I did. I did Christmas. I did the movie. Sorry. Cousin Kevin, I did the orchestra.
Wait, you picked Christmas for the movie?
Yes.
All right, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one with the sleigh bells.
Yeah, I would like you to take that back.
Whoop.
Okay.
I looked at it wrong.
That's Oliver Reed singing on that
Yeah,
one.
no, it is bad. It is bad.
With the noisemakers?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bad.
Cousin Kevin, though, I did do 1973 the orchestra.
We'll go with that.
John's vocals are great.
Mm-hmm.
It's creepy. Background music's perfect.
Have you seen the pictures from that book? Have you seen those pictures?
Uh-uh.
All right, we're gonna look at that. Maybe we should do that on camera. 1973.
Yes.
Okay, that works. I picked the original. I wanted to have John on there. That's fine. All right, so this is a really fun one.
Yes.
Okay, because I think there's a bona fide winner. But we need to talk about the Acid Queen.
Yep.
I'm not going to talk about who I picked first. I'm going to talk about who I didn't pick first.
Okay. Fair enough.
Today I watched the 1989 Patti LaBelle.
Yep.
And a couple weeks ago I posted on Instagram or whatever that, like, rarely seen LaBelle version of Won't Get Fooled Again. Did I send that to you?
I've seen it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yes.
But Patti LaBelle, she's the first Acid Queen I saw.
Yep.
And she killed it.
Yes.
She absolutely killed it. And, like, my biggest surprise on the 1973 version is Mary Clayton doing the Acid Queen. It sounds amazing.
Yep.
If anyone doesn't know, Mary Clayton, she did the vocal with the Rolling Stones on Gimme Shelter.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the only person that could beat those two people doing that song is Tina Turner.
Yep.
And she's who I picked.
I picked Tina as well.
Upon reviewing that movie the other day, cleaning the kitchen so Tom could make me a gourmet meal. It was delicious. It's the best part of that movie.
Agreed.
Hands down.
Yeah, it's very memorable for me too. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still the reason I can't watch it with my son.
Yeah, she crushed that.
Yeah. So I did put a poll out on a Who Facebook page today, a Tommy page, and it was overwhelmingly in Tina Turner's favor.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the live clips of her doing it, she comes out to Won't Get Fooled Again for a minute,
Right.
and then does the Acid Queen.
I remember I saw something with her in an interview, and she got asked to do it, and when she kind of like had the realization, or somebody told her it was like, hey, it's about drugs, she was like really against it, and they eventually kind of like convinced her to do it, but she was totally not for it right off the bat.
Well, they gave her some good direction with the close-up shots of her face.
Yeah.
And the shaking, because that was creepy.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's, if you've ever seen Love, What's Love Got to Do with It? You know, there's some scene with her yelling at Ike, and she's in her outfit from the movie. I'm like, ooh, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Tina Turner's a goddess, and
Yeah, hard to beat.
she's the Acid Queen. Underture. Go for it.
Underture album, LP, original. Again, same reason as Overture. To think that a rock musician could come up with something like that, something that beautiful, that well thought out. Keith Richards isn't doing that.
Hey, now we had enough of that last week.
Yeah, I know. But none of those guys are doing it that well.
The Underture in every other version has been nice but short.
Yes.
Did the Who even do it in Leeds or anything?
No.
No, because they always came back to it in My Generation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the original LP too for that one. Even though the 1973 is very nice.
Yeah.
And we won't talk about the Who's performance of Tommy the last couple of years, that one they released on DVD.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about that. All right, so we can put Do You Think You're All Right? Do You Think It's All Right? And Fiddle About in the same...
Yeah, I think so.
Same thing. I picked 1989, but it's one of those ones I don't really have an opinion of.
Same.
Oh, you picked 1989?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just making notes because, computers. Okay. This should be a slam dunk. I guess my notes are well, who'd you pick for Pinball Wizard?
Maybe controversial, but maybe not. I don't know. I did pick Elton John.
Okay.
If I never heard Pinball Wizard again, I'd be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just to death.
Yeah.
Good song. Amazing song. Beaten to death. Yeah.
Beaten to death. I've seen Elton John like 8 to 10 times, and he's played Pinball Wizard almost every time, and it's been amazing. It's been a highlight. It's the 1989 version he did is not good. Yeah. I don't think so, because he's doing the Who's arrangement, and that is when he was having a hard time, I think. Yes. Anyway, you can always tell by that hat. You know what I mean? I picked the original.
Yeah, no, I mean, there'd be a lot of people who would be upset if it wasn't on there.
Right.
Again, for me, it's just fatigue of hearing the original, but yeah,
we're deferring to Elton John on this one.
Just
to mix it up a little bit, because we've all heard Pinball Wizard a lot, and I really do like the addition of the I can't explain at the end.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yep. Cool. This is where the order gets so weird for me.
Yeah.
There's a Doctor and Go to the Mirror.
I went 1989 for both of them. Again, they're just these little things. Nothing stood out on any of the other albums where I was like, oh yeah, this makes me want to go this way. I thought this was a nice, fun version. Yeah, they do it really well.
Go to the Mirror is my all-time favorite song on Tommy.
Okay.
It's one of my all-time favorite Who songs.
Yep.
The 1989 version is one of my all-time favorite versions of one of my all-time favorite Who songs.
No argument there.
So, I mean, just the pure joy that you get at hearing the Listening to You refrain.
Yes.
When it comes from that particular recording, to me.
Is powerful.
And it's everything.
Yes.
So we're picking 1989 for that.
No problem. I get it, yeah.
On a side note, I'm very emphatic about this. I'm going to look directly into the camera. As a pure Who fan at heart, I truly believe that the worst thing ever associated with The Who is the movie version of this song.
Ooh.
Okay? You cut out the chorus, you have Oliver Reed singing, and you have Jack Nicholson who can't sing, and you take out the guitar and you put in bubbly synth. It's a sin against man and nature. I hate it. Let's move on. You see my red brick there for that?
Yeah.
All right.
Big talking point.
Yeah. Tommy, can you hear me? I went with the original.
I went with the orchestral version, 1973. Again, yeah.
I'm going to defer to you on that one. I think you're right.
I think it's just, yeah, there's just the little flourishes of like piccolo flutes or something. It's Maggie Bell is the singer. Just I think it's solid.
Cool. Smash the Mirror.
I went live at Leeds on that one. I really worked hard not to do a ton of live at Leeds on this, just because I knew I had a very strong bias towards it. But Smash the Mirror, there's just a little more energy in it. For that song, I think it needed it. And just anytime I get to listen to Keith like beat the hell out of the drums, and yeah, I thought it was a good fit.
I agree with you. That's the end of that one.
Perfect.
This one's weird because this is where I picked 1973 for Sensation.
Ooh. This is one I thought you were like, if I had to pick one song that I thought you were going to pick 89, I thought it would be this one.
Yeah.
I think this
is
the standout song for me.
On 89?
I love it.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I love it.
Okay.
Roger just, I don't want to say soaring vocals, but he crushes it.
He does. In 1989.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Did they do this very much in 1969?
No.
Is it on there? Like, is it even on there? Sorry, I don't know that.
I don't know. It is though. It has to be.
It has to be. I think some songs they did.
There's something. Sally's one of them isn't on there though. Hold on, let me look.
No, I think Sally Simpson definitely is on there. Sorry, guys. This is the kind of research that...
Yeah, No Sensation on 69.
It's 69. Yeah.
I knew one of them wasn't on there.
I did like the 73. You know, that's a song that they chose for the Broadway show to bring like up front.
Yeah.
To introduce him more. It's Tommy believing his own hype, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had to take a hard stand on any of them, it'd be that one.
Okay.
But that's just, I can't tell how many times I found myself listening to that song in the car and singing along, pretending to sing along.
Right on. Miracle Cure.
Let's see. What did I do?
Now the movie's got that big one, you know.
I did do the Miracle Cure. Yeah, I like that version. It's a little longer.
Yeah.
Simon Townsend.
For the movie, or
He's in the movie. Yeah.
He's in the movie doing it.
I think, right?
I thought he was on the original album doing it.
Says he's in the movie on this one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a longer one though. I do like that one.
Okay, we can go with that. There's two extras though.
Yes.
There's the Miracle Cure, and then there's the Pinball Bonanza. Deaf, Dumb, and Blind Kid Makes the Big Game. I'm not going to use that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
that one I don't care for.
All right, so I think I'm Free should go after Smash the Mirror, as in the movie.
Yes.
But it doesn't. Sensation does. And then there's Sally Simpson.
Yep.
Where are you on Sally Simpson?
I went 89 on this one.
Okay.
Just, it's a good song. I mean, I like the song generally, and yeah, I thought 89. I'd watched the movie version 89 a lot when I had the DVD back in the day. I still have it, but I haven't watched it that much. And then I hadn't listened to it, Joined Together album very much at all. I had the LP, and it just, if it's not like something I can listen to in my car, like I'm not doing it. So this was refreshing. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a good one.
Now on the video they screw up the lyrics. One of them sings one. Is that on the album too?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
No, because they're like yelling, "Oh, it's you! No, it's you." I'm gonna have to fight on this one.
Okay.
I'm really a fan of the movie version of Sally Simpson.
Okay, I can see that.
I really like the fact that they throw Daltrey some lines being Tommy singing in there.
Right.
I like that version a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Man, the movie's making a showing. We're changing minds here. Okay. All right, here we go. Here's a big one. Here's a big one to break down and discuss. Let's talk about I'm Free for a second.
Yep.
Because we have I'm Free in the original album, which is that chord progression.
Yeah.
That arrangement. We have the live one, 1969, which is that chord progression. We have the 73, which is that chord progression. But the movie, they've changed the arrangement.
Yep.
To the arrangement that the Who used from then on out. The Who never went back to using the original arrangement.
I don't know if I noticed that.
Yeah.
I know it was different, but I didn't know they...
Because even when they went out in 75 and 76 and did that, when they went back to Tommy, they did a lot of, they did Roger Daltrey doing the Acid Queen then.
Right, yeah.
And they did, they go back to that movie progression of I'm Free. And in 1989, they used that too.
Right.
I don't know what I chose at the end. I guess I chose 1989.
I chose 89 as well.
Okay. But I gotta say a lot for that movie version of I'm Free.
I can see that.
Because the way they do it with him going through and the way they have, like, the block chords, like, letting him figure out that he's alive before it goes into I'm Free, it's really good.
Yeah.
But it sounds like we're going 1989.
I think 89, but now I need to go back and, like, really hammer through that for some reason.
Listen, this is going so fast that after this, we're going to do that. No.
Unbelievable.
Welcome.
I picked the 1973 orchestral version.
So did I. All right.
That's funny. Yeah. But it's a solid version, though. It's really good.
You know, after this, I will be making a Spotify playlist and sharing it in the video if anyone cares to listen to that version. All right, Tommy's Holiday Camp, which is a song that's bothersome to me just because they're letting the uncle back in, and he obviously did horrible things to the son.
Yep.
And they know about it, you know. That being said, you know, I chose Leeds.
That's the way I would go for that one for sure. You get Keith and it's fun.
And I'm gonna do We're Not Gonna Take It and See Me, Feel Me, Listening to You.
Yep.
Together, I think.
Okay.
With a caveat.
Okay.
I picked the 69 live versions.
Okay.
And I picked them, but for Listening to You, See Me, Feel Me, I picked Woodstock.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that, to me, that's kind of... I know it's cheat. I know it's not what we said we were going to do, what we said we were going to stick to. I don't know how much different it is than Leeds.
Yeah. Roger sounds a little off, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. Like, there's no argument.
Yeah.
I went 89 on this. And again, I think I probably, like, hard corrected my bias towards 69.
Yeah.
Because Live at Leeds is just Murderer's Row for the whole album for me. But
right.
But just the power behind the 89 band and like having all those pieces, that's tough to contend with. But for those guys to do what they did with 4 people in the band in 69, hard to argue as well.
And, you know, the band on Live at Leeds and the band on Who's Next, for that matter, are not the same band that's on the album Tommy.
No.
They sound completely different.
Yeah.
All across. And I'll tell you why I didn't pick that, and why I would like to, for our thing, make it We're Not Gonna Take It 1989 and See Me, Feel Me from Woodstock. I'll tell you why. It all comes down to one thing.
Okay.
At the very end, after 1989, they did the big finish.
Yep.
The big long chords. Da, 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 you know?
Yeah.
I love the Go to the Mirror Boy refrain that's quiet that ends the whole thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that so much more. Even though, if you remember those 2006 shows, those Tommy Encores,
yes,
some of the best live music
untouchable
I've ever seen. I don't know, you know, I've tried to get all of Pete Townshend's guitar sounds. I have not found the pure psychedelic button that he hits at the end for that.
Yeah, no, and that was the first time I'd ever seen the Who, was those 2006 shows, and I just remember, like, not losing it, but definitely getting, like, misty-eyed, teary-eyed on those encores, like, whoa, just blowing the roof off the building. Unbelievable.
89 and Leeds or Woodstock for See Me, Feel Me. All right, so we're gonna go down. We're gonna do a review.
Yeah.
Overture original.
Yep.
It's a Boy original.
Yep.
1921, 1989. Amazing Journey Sparks Live at Leeds. Eyesight to the Blind original LP.
Yep.
Christmas from 1989. Cousin Kevin from 1973 orchestral.
Yes.
The Acid Queen from the movie. Underture, the original. Wow, I can't even read my Uncle Ernie, 1989. Pinball Wizard from the movie. Can't believe I did that. Go to the Mirror, There's a Doctor from 1989. Tommy, Can You Hear Me from the orchestral. Smash the Mirror from Live at Leeds. Sensation from 1989. Miracle Cure from the movie. Sally Simpson from the movie. I Am Free, 1989. Welcome from the 1973 orchestral. Tommy's Holiday Camp from Live at Leeds. See Me, Feel Me from 1989, right?
Yeah.
And
No, the other way around.
yeah,
We're not
gonna take it from 1989, and the final from
Woodstock.
69 Woodstock, Leeds, what have you. But hey, man, thanks
That's in good shape.
thanks for coming over.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, see you next Christmas. Get out. No.
Yeah, right. Get out of here.
So if anyone is still watching, thanks. And if you want to write in or give us an idea of what to talk about next, we're going to have to do a Tommy review at some point.
Yeah.
Of the movie.
It's been a while.
You're not going to want to, if you get triggered by liking that movie, you're not going to want to watch, you're not going to want to watch our review.
It'll be tough.
I am going to put a Spotify playlist together. Like this video, subscribe to it, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
He doesn't know who